Hello everybody, welcome to ZEN-TAROT. My name's Julie. I am going to honor this beautiful partial solar eclipse new moon in Aries day today. It's been tough. I'm so happy to be beyond this energy from the last full moon in Pisces. So I hope you are too. So welcome. I am going to do a pick a card tarot reading today. I'm going to do 3 readings. The first one I'm going to do is with the Everyday Witch Tarot cards here. That is going to be pile number 1. Deck number 1 is the Everyday Witch Tarot. Deck number 2 or pile number 2 is the Modern Witch Tarot cards. And pile number 3 or deck number 3 is going to be the Lightseer's Tarot deck. So look at the cards in front of you, which one you would like a tarot card reading from, maybe all 3. I will put the timestamps in the description box below, and I will see you over at the reading. Hello and welcome to everyone who chose the Everyday Witch Tarot cards, one of my favorite decks. I do a lot of my readings with this tarot deck here, so welcome. Yes, we are past. We had the solar eclipse this morning. Very heavy energy since the full moon last month. So yeah, a couple weeks ago, March. I can't believe we're already in April here. So let's get a reading for you. Pile number 1, group number 1. Let's see what the energy, this big shift in energy is bringing to you. I hope that you felt it. I hope you felt this big release this morning. Like I did. Let's see. If you need a personal reading from me, group number 1, my email address is in the description box below. So just send me an email. We can talk about that. But let's see what kind of moon energy is up in the ether for group number 1 for the people that are tuning in. Group number 1, Spirit. Moon Oracle energy. Oh my goodness, look at that. The energy is gaining momentum. The waxing moon, yes it is. We are on the other side of the new moon, so we are moving into the waxing moon here. So I love that. And something gaining momentum. Your commitment is being tested. Oh God, I hate this card. The first quarter moon. It's always such tough energy. On the bottom of the deck, communication is key. The new moon in Gemini. I like this. So communication opening up, the throat chakra opening up. I see a lot of blues here. So maybe you've been holding things back, holding words back or thoughts back. You haven't wanted to really express yourself for fear of, coming back on you. People are so reactive anymore. You can't talk about anything, it seems like, without them coming back at you and giving you the other side of it and giving you the proof that it's not what you think it is. All right, let's see what that's all about for you, group number 1. Let's get you some Osho ZEN-TAROT advice. I want to take a look at the Osho ZEN-TAROT cards for the Master Osho advice for up in the ether. Master Osho, what is your advice for group number 1? What is your advice for up in the ether for group number 1? Traveling. Look at this. Some kind of trip coming into view here. Look at this. The 8 of Wands. Some kind of traveling, some kind of movement at least. Feels like you've been very stagnant, especially in the throat chakra here, really closed up or beclamped, something just kind of stuck in your throat here. And now you're learning the right path here, learning the right words to move into the conversation easily and effortlessly. Ripeness, look at this. You are ripe and ready to go with the 9 of Pentacles. Feeling much more independent. Look at the quarter moon in the background here under ripeness. It's like you've been being prepared for something. The 8 of Wands is definitely a preparation into a new journey, a new path. You can't quite see the steps ahead of you, right? It's foggy and cloudy, but you have this calling or this movement forward here. So yeah, and the energy is gaining momentum with the waxing moon, the crescent moon here. We've got the first quarter moon, things gaining, things getting a little more traction to you. I love it. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Going with the flow. Well, that's the key. That's the answer. Not get too caught up in the details of how this is going to work or how you're going to do this. So it's like you have this great idea to go on a vacation, to get out of town, to go travel somewhere. But then how am I going to do that? I got to have someone watch the dogs. I got to have enough money. Where am I going to stay? I don't have enough money for that. You start getting too caught up in the details, and Spirit says you got to go with the spontaneity here. Just go with the flow. Things will come up at exactly the right time that you can do them. So if there's obstacles you're putting in front of it, it's just really not right. That's not where the transformation is going to be at the best there. So it's not that it's a bad idea to plan a trip. It's always good. Life is always better with a plan. But don't forget to be spontaneous too, because that's when the miracles and the coincidences and things just kind of clicking into place, and you start realizing, right? The unconscious starts to become conscious of the things that are moving into place for you to get the traction that you need. Beautiful, beautiful. Group number 1, where are you going? Where are you going? Let's get you an animal spirit guide for up in the ether. So what kind of animal spirit is walking with group number 1 here? I just got these new animal oracle, spirit oracle cards, and I am loving them. Oh my goodness, the skunk spirit, that is hilarious. Know your worth here. Yeah, it's like you've been back in the shadows. You've been hiding out. You've been not wanting to really express your opinion. You just felt like you were an outsider looking in, or things just didn't feel right for you to jump on in, like you were the stinker among them, right? It was just like you could almost feel the energy shift when you walked into the room. Look at this with armadillo spirit here. Set healthy boundaries and let it shine with the peacock spirit, because your self-confidence, your worthiness got dented because you walked up into situations where you felt the energy shift. You felt that there was something there, some kind of barrier, especially in the communication when you started to talk about it, or you started to add your 2 cents. It was almost like you could feel the wall coming up or the shift happening right in front of you, and you felt like, my God, what do I stink? You know, you're smelling your armpits here going, what the heck? It was the energy shifting. It was your unconscious becoming conscious of the words that you are expressing, the opinions that you are expressing here, becoming yourself, going through the transformation. And to do that, you have to let go of your identity. You have to let go of who you used to be here. So with rebirth, there is a death here, but it's all about setting the healthy boundaries, not morphing, not changing to fit in, not changing the conversation so that others can feel comfortable and let that guard down. This is about you expressing what you need to express without the fear of others rejecting your ideas or rejecting you outright here. Gaining your self-confidence. Look at that heart just shining through, lighting up here. So beautiful, beautiful confirmation from Spirit to let your heart shine. Be who you are. Be who you are. Such beautiful, beautiful advice here. I'm going to put that next to ripeness here. And the boundaries. The boundaries are number one. Number one. People will treat us the way that we tolerate it. So yeah, you cannot tolerate injustice when it comes to your opinion, your feelings. You cannot be discarded any longer. I was going for another word here. It had to do with validation. It'll come to me. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. We're going to use the Everyday Witch Tarot cards that you have chosen today. We're going to take a look at the mind, the heart, and the soul. So let's take a look at the thoughts right now. What is going on in the thought space right now for you? What's going on in the mentals? Group number one in the thoughts. What do you want to talk about, group number one? Oh my God, lots. Look at this with the moon. It has everything to do with this moon. Boy, was I feeling this. I felt this shift in the energy, this real heaviness, almost like it was cloudy, or I had this thing over my shoulders, just this crunch down. Hold on. The energy will shift. I just had this reminder from Spirit that everything changes, even this, right? This too shall pass. So I feel like you've been doing the same thing here. You've just been kind of in hold on mode. Four of Cups is absolutely a hold on card here. Wait for it. But the miracle is at the door. Something's gaining momentum here. There's a message from Spirit coming in while you're busy staring at your 3 cups here. Here comes the 4th cup. Here comes the answer maybe that you need. The Page of Cups. Look at this offer coming in, this offer of love that changes everything with the Tower. Good God, some kind of revelation here. Group number one, this is really, really big. It's like while you're waiting for something to happen, bam, something else happens here. It's just, life is what happens to us while we're busy planning for it, is the saying that's coming into my mind here. Maybe this has to do with this itinerary that you're planning, or this business that you're planning, or this family that you're planning here. It's just, I'm just picturing with the 10 of Cups here, this couple talking about planning a family here, and when they're going to do that, and when the best month is, and it always rains in May, and it's so-and-so's birthday in October, and you're not wanting to infringe. That's where the healthy boundaries come in. And then, bam, one of you is pregnant and everything changes. Everything changes. So while you were busy, maybe you took years, maybe it's been 4 years, something comes in out of the blue and changes everything, but it brings you exactly what you want. It's like you thought you knew what you wanted. You thought you wanted to go to Scotland, and it ended up being Canada, right? It's just something just out of the blue. It just changes your course, changes your path here. There's a message coming in. It feels very heartfelt, like an invitation, an offer here with the Page of Cups. But you're so caught in the details. You're so lost in this big moon energy from this last full moon. It just feels heavy. It feels like, wow, I don't want to make a decision right now. But today with this solar eclipse and this new moon, today of all days, it is the day to make the decision, because Spirit is making the decision. They're leading you in the right direction. They're going to change everything to get you where you need to be with this happy family, with this very, very healthy relationship. Maybe your relationships have been very unhealthy, where you haven't had a voice, you've been unvalidated, you've been shunned or pushed aside, or maybe somebody told you, geez, just shut up. Like maybe you wanted to talk about Spirit, or you wanted to talk about this transformation, or this, what this energy, this moon energy was bringing to you, but others, it made them edgy. It made them, that's where that wall would come up when you would start talking about this big, great transformation, right? Everyone talks about moving into the age of Aquarius from the age of Pisces, and how beautiful is this, and how wonderful is it to be on this earth at this time. Well, I got to tell you, when people say that to me, I'm like, oh, good God, right? Are you telling me I chose this hell, right? Of course we did. But I don't want to hear that. I don't want to hear that, because I'm going through a very, very hard time. And I don't want to hear that this is all my fault, even though it is. It's just like timing is everything, right? Timing is everything when it comes to words and conversations. So there is something coming out of the blue here to change everything. And it knocks you out of the Nine of Swords. You've been sitting in the Nine of Swords, looking at everything that's gone wrong. That's where the Four of Cups is coming in, with you staring at the Three of Cups here. The big full moon energy, right? Look at how that cat is just way bigger in the mirror here. So, you know, a lot of our relationships are twin flame relationships, where we're mirroring to each other here. So yeah, this kind of deflection, this kind of projection, just was so much bigger than even you felt, or even they felt here. It just kind of, boy, it got out of hand quickly, right? Escalated quickly. I'm thinking of Ron Burgundy, when you know, the news crews all show up to fight, right? It's just, wow, that escalated quickly here. The energy has been like that. It's been just hero to zero and zero to hero, just so quickly here. It's just heroes are just falling like flies, and these new heroes are emerging. And that's what happens in crazy times, right? New heroes emerge. The stagnant starts to go. The identities start to die. So yeah, let it die. Because look at the new sunrise now with this new moon energy, with something gaining momentum. All right, group number one. Let's take a look at the heart space. Let's take a look at your emotions. What are you feeling right now? Spirit, tell me what group number one is feeling right now. You know, I forgot to talk about the crow spirit, co-creating with Spirit now. So it's not just feeling out of whack, out of bounds, out of swords here. You're moving into this much more orchestrated musical here with Spirit, where all the notes are working. Everything's coming into harmony now for you. All right, let's take a look at the heart space. Tell me about the heart space. What's the current emotion for group number one? Current feeling. King of Cups, look at this. You have kind of isolated yourself, really gone into hermit mode to gather your thoughts, gather your emotions here. Contemplation, meditation, going with the flow, letting go of the need to control the uncontrollable here. But you have put yourself on an island. It's like you're looking in with the oculus here at the other islands. I wonder what they're doing over there, but I'm not quite ready to go see. I'm not quite ready to jump in my own little buoy here to go check out the neighbors yet. I'm just kind of looking out the window, doing Mrs. Kravitz here, looking out the window and kind of studying others before I jump back in. But there's going to be a jump back in here. There's a reconnection, a re-throwing, a reigniting you into something here. It's beautiful. So it kind of yanks you off this island. Tell me more about that. Tell me more about this island for group number one in the heart space. Two of Swords at a crossroads here. You're not quite sure. You can't see everything. Again, it has to do with these cloudy steps ahead of you. So there's a few surprises. There's definitely a few surprises as you move forward into this plan of yours. Well, there's a big surprise with the Tower. I'm really anxious to see what that is. If you can leave me a comment, let me know. It's a big surprise. It is not the dread. Don't dread this. This is not dread. This is very, very purposeful. It's such a great surprise. It's really going to remind you that Spirit has magic, that there's magic left, that it hasn't died, that magic still exists here. So it's really a beautiful surprise. Do not... You know, I remember when I was in really, really dark times listening to tarot card readers, and the Tower would come out here and they'd just be like, oh my God, you know, revelation, or I didn't want to hear that. I just didn't want to hear that. But there is no dread here anywhere in your thoughts. There is no dread here. There's only stagnancy. There's only familiar. There's only a boring here. So a repetitive pattern that needs to be broken. It has to be broken in order for you to thrive. Because you're getting too lost in the details. You're getting too lost in the how. How am I going to do this here? And Spirit's saying you can do it. You can do it. And we let us worry about the how. That's the devil energy. Look at the devil always lurking on the bottom of the deck here, always watching in, always listening in, because the devil's in the details, right? I've heard that saying kind of my whole life. The devil is in the details. Two of Swords is all about the details, being up in your head, doing the yin and the yang here, the pros and the cons here, and just getting stuck in the middle because there's the same amount of pros as there are cons here. So my dad used to have us do that when we were young, whenever we were in decision mode, and it looks like you're in a decision mode here. Write out the pros and cons and then compare here. So really you're doing this logically. So what is the challenge in the heart space for group number 1? What's the challenge in the emotions? Group number 1, the Hierophant, the ascension itself, the rising up, the transformation. It's so hard. It's so hard to let go of who you used to be with people, right? When you let go of relationships, you're letting go of who you used to be in their presence, who they saw you as. So you're letting go of that identity, right? You have to say goodbye to people on this earth. People pass away. People sever ties. People get caught up in their own details here, right? Everybody has a story. But when that relationship is severed, that earthly relationship is severed, and you can't contact them, or you don't want to contact them, or they don't want you to contact them, it's very difficult to let go of who you used to be in their presence, who you were here. So it's hard to say goodbye to old versions of ourselves, but it's so necessary. It's just so necessary. It's like the cocoon. You have to be born over and over again. You have to let go of that caterpillar body over and over on this earth, and it's painful. But it's beautiful when you emerge that butterfly and you emerge that new person with that scrubbed free new identity without the guilt and the shame, and you have these very healthy boundaries now. And so beautiful, but it is hard to say goodbye. And I see that change has been hard for you. You're still kind of identifying with who you used to be, trying to defend who you used to be, as we all do here. So beautiful, beautiful. Spirit, what is your advice for this ascension for group number 1? Ooh, look at this. It isn't the relationships. You're at a crossroads with a relationship. This is beautiful. Group number 1. Look at this Aquarius energy with the star coming in here, the healing, the replenishment. There's some kind of healing, a massive healing coming to you in your relationships here, where you get to feel at home again. I feel like you have felt like an outsider from your own home. You did not feel at home in your own home here. It's just like, where do I feel at home? Where do I feel anchored? And you can never go home again. Once you shed an identity, you are done. You cannot go home. You can go back to your old neighborhood, go back to your old group of friends, and you're going to feel like an alien among them, because all of these life experiences have shaped you into who you are, this very unique perspective on life and relationships and love. And Spirit is just pushing you in this direction now. Pushing you in the new direction, pushing you into the new relationship, the new feelings that have been really quite stagnant, quite cold, quite frigid. You haven't allowed yourself to love in a really long time with the King of Cups in your heart space here. You've been in really, really protective mode, and that protective shell is just crumbling away. It's just, you cannot be that person any longer. You can't be that kind of standoffish. I'm not going to put in my 2 cents. I'm not going to get too involved because I don't want to get that broken heart. I don't want to get rejected. projected here. Yeah, it's like the anger, the fire, the rise of the fire within you is melting this shield around your heart, this very, very hard rigidness around your heart. It's just getting melted away in your relationships. Ooh, group number 1. Ooh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. You're having a real revelation. A real revelation when it comes to love. Oh, you're getting knocked off that solo game of yours. Even if you've been in a long-standing relationship, you felt like you were kind of playing the solo game because you were feeling like you were making all the decisions. You were feeling like you were doing a lot of it on your own, taking the brunt of the work here. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. All right. I'm picturing Hercules and then just throwing the rock down and moving into the little village to have the family that you've always wanted here. It's just you're so tired of holding the world on your shoulders here, holding everything up. So now you're moving into a much more reciprocal period of time here with relationships. They're cementing into a much more reciprocal. It's just everybody gives. Everybody gives. There's no one taking too much or giving too little here. All right, let's take a look at the foundation, the everyday life for you. What is going on? What is going on in your daily life? In the daily life for group number 1 through this transformation. This one wants to come as well. Let's see what this is. 6, there's the reciprocity, 6 of Pentacles here. 6 of Pentacles. What was taken from you is also returned. I've been studying the 6 of Pentacles a lot. I love to study the tarot and the meaning and where they came from. But there's a Robin Hood feel to the 6 of Pentacles. There's an exchange with money that has to take from one to give to another here. A Robin Hood type feel here. So Robin Hood steal from the rich and give to the poor. And I keep hearing in my head, or the other way around. It feels like very, very much like the world is soaking the poor right now, soaking the wringing it out right into their own pockets here. So vice versa, the opposite of Robin Hood here. But in your own personal life, something is being returned to you. Money is being returned to you. Relationships are being returned to you. There is some rekindling happening here of relationships with the Lovers and the 2 of Swords in your heart space. A relationship in particular you've been very, very much on the fence about. You've both been transforming. You've both been ascending out, excuse me, of your old identities. So there's a separation time with true twin flame energy here, but there's a chance for rekindling, for coming back together after you've both really, really transformed and gone through your own independent awakening here. So yeah, there's a huge, you should really have a personal card reading done to see where this relationship is going, because there's a real chance here to have everything change. Beautiful. 5 of Pentacles comes out in reverse. So there's a return of money to you. There's a battle won. There's a settlement agreement finalized here. The gavel has been, with the Hierophant, the gavel has been heard here. So a settlement, something returned to you, money returned to you, something you just did not think was possible. It just felt very much lost to you. You had almost succumbed to it. You had almost just given up on it, on ever getting that back, and then bam, it's returned to you. Something after this solar eclipse, this new moon, something's gaining momentum. You're feeling the other side of it. You're feeling like you're gaining traction in a case or in an argument or in a situation here, and you absolutely are. So something is absolutely returned to you that was taken in the past here. Beautiful. Beautiful. This return, the return to you, group number 1. This is a beautiful return to you. You are co-creating this return with Spirit here. But you got to let go of an old idea, an old pattern. Don't slip back into your old patterns here where things are bigger. Don't make things bigger than they are. Just go with the flow. You got to be spontaneous with this. It's like running into your ex at the coffee shop and just having that shyness again, having that I want to get to know you, who you are now kind of feeling, not who we used to be, not who I didn't like that version of you, you didn't like that version of me, or we'd still be together here. So there's just a scrubbing, a beautiful clean slate happening here. All right, let's take a look. And what you felt was lost is being returned to you in the physical. We're looking at the physical now. 6 of Pentacles comes into the physical. So this is handed to you. This is given back to you. This is returned to you, and you can hold it. You can hold it. It's not some dream or pie in the sky hope here. You can hold it. The gavel has been heard. All right, what's the challenge in the daily life? What's the challenge in the daily life for group number 1? What is the challenge? Knight of Pentacles. Look at this. It has been so difficult getting this back. It has been it's gone through so many different channels. So many different channels. If this is a relationship, it looks like maybe it was a relationship tied up with money here. Went through so many different channels, so many different accounts, so many different IP addresses here. It got so diluted. The truth got so diluted here. It was just too many cooks in the kitchen, too many opinions here. Something got stripped away. The truth really, really rose up. It just came forward. Someone came forward with the truth here, and it has a lot to do with money. Maybe this is a job situation where people weren't believing you. Maybe there was a siphon. Maybe there was a leaking out of money, and fingers were being pointed at you, and rumors were being spread about you. Maybe that's it. And so your dignity, your character was assassinated here. I would never do that. Some kind of truth comes forward. There's some kind of decision made. It has to do with you letting go of the idea that you should hold on to any shame or guilt. Energetically, you are completely innocent. So it's like, I'm going to laugh at that. That's just not me, because the more you try to defend yourself, the more it's like, oh, they protest too much, right? You're putting up walls where there don't need to be any. You've done nothing wrong here. So you're automatically trying to defend yourself, and that makes you look guilty. It makes you look suspicious. So it's just let it go. Just let it go. Just really go with the flow. This will all even out energetically. Spirit has this. There's nothing that goes on behind in dark alleys that Spirit doesn't see. So just really let it go. Let it go. There's a huge reckoning coming for you in your thoughts. You are absolutely stripping off the armor, stripping off the mask, stripping off this kind of meat suit that we all wear for a period of time. You're stepping into a brand new perspective. Beautiful. And then the big return happens, but you got to let go of the need to defend yourself, of the need to show people who you are. Yeah, or to tell people who you are. That's why your throat chakra's been all closed up, and you have not been telling people who you are. Oh my God, group number 1, this is coming to me. Yes. This is all coming together for me. You were in a situation where you were being blamed for something. You started to defend yourself. You started to show the reasons why that could not have been you. You wanted to speak the reasons why, but Spirit was really urging you, show them. Don't tell them who you are. Show them who you are. You have done that. There was a period of time, maybe, it can't be 18 with the moon here, but anyway, there was a period of time where you were really had your head down. You were really showing people who you are with the Page of Cups here against all uncomfortableness. There were periods of time where it was so uncomfortable to just stand there in your true authentic light while people were saying things. You didn't want to get triggered. You didn't want to protest too much. You didn't want to defend too much, because it already felt like they were suspecting you, and they would stop talking when you would approach, and all of these things. Spirit was absolutely co-creating this energy of strength within you, strength wherever you are, bloom where you are against all odds here. That's why the road has been very cloudy. You've been testing the waters, you've been testing the relationships here. Bam, the truth has come out. The truth has come to light, shed all of the reasons why that could have been you. It's just gone. It's just the gavel. That's why I heard case closed, case settled. Some kind of return, huge return to you. And it's not just money, even though this is all money in the foundation. Money has been taken from you. If not physically taken from you, then opportunities were taken from you because you were under suspect, you were under observation, you were on probation because of the gossip and the rumors here. Huge return to you. It was not you. You are absolutely cleared of this. The higher authority steps in, which is Spirit, is always Spirit. And now you get to emerge in this new light. You get to emerge with this fresh, clean perspective without the anger and resentment that things were taken from you, things were stolen from you, opportunities were taken from you. It was all for purpose. It was all for purpose. If you would have stepped into those opportunities, it would have been the worst thing ever. It would have made you so unhappy. You would have not have had the family life that you're moving into, the relationships that you're moving into, the rekindlings that you're moving into, if you didn't go through what you went through. So it was all for purpose here. It was all to help you set these very healthy boundaries, group number 1. That's what it was all about. So beautiful you with these beautiful boundaries in front of you. You shall not cross. It's like, you will come to me correctly or you will not come to me at all. And Spirit has your back 100%. 100% with this. Spirit knows your worth here. So absolutely beautiful. All right, any last advice, any last words of advice for group number 1, Spirit? What you got for last words of advice for group number 1? Group number 1. This has been a beautiful reading. I have been so honored to read this with you, group number 1. If you liked this, please hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons and let me know. It really helps me because then I feel the energy. I feel like, yes, that these are resonating with people, and it gives me the energy to keep going. So it's not about anything else other than that. So look at this with the 6 of Cups. Group number 1. This soulmate energy is coming home. You're coming home. You are coming home, and it feels like home, and it feels familiar, and you're around people that really have your best interests at heart, and you have their best interests at heart. You really know now. You really know who your true friends are now. You really know who has your back and who wants to see you thrive and who wants to see you dive and burn because they're jealous of you. You know, it's just don't hate me because you ain't me. Huge ascension up, big reckoning here, big coming home, a return. Look at this return to you. Everything you've lost is about to be returned to you. God, I love this. Boy, do I love this. You deserve it. You deserve it so much. It's going to really throw you right into knowing your own worth here. You're going to step into those crowds. You're going to step into those groups, and they're going to stop talking because they have been talking about you. They've been talking all bashing you because they're so jealous of you, and you're going to stand there all in your stink of success. And you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh at what they thought of you. Oh, group number 1, absolutely beautiful. And it all comes from you trying to defend yourself, but you had your head down. Again, it's just, I'm not going to tell them who I am any longer. I'm going to show them who I am. And you really had something to prove to yourself, and you did it. I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you. This is not easy to walk into a room when you know everybody hates you, everybody wants you gone, and you're just sitting there in your own light going, you know what? This is what you think about me is none of my business. It's so hard to do. So hard to do, but you did it, and I'm so proud of you. Whew. All right, know your worth, group number 1. Love this. Thank you so much for stopping by, for tuning in, for watching this video. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you. Thank you for showing up in your zodiac readings. I do zodiac readings. Your sign will show up about every couple weeks. Love you guys. Thank you so much. I will definitely tune in with you soon. Hello and welcome to those who chose pile number 2 or the Modern Witch Tarot cards. Welcome. We are going to get right into your reading. I hope you guys are feeling better after this partial solar eclipse, new moon in Aries energy. Since the last full moon, I've been feeling really heavy, and I'm so happy to see this shift or to feel this shift. So let's see where you're at. Group number 2, pile number 2. Spirit, can we get a moon oracle card for pile number 2? Those that are tuning into this video, number 2, maybe the number 2 means something to you. Let's see, moon oracle energy. Ooh, prosperity lies ahead. The new moon in Taurus. Yes, pile number 2. Here comes the bounty. Here comes the victory in prosperity. And a time to give rather than take, the new moon in Virgo. My goodness, look at the greens coming in here, that Virgo, Taurus energy, very earthy energy coming in here. And green for money. Yes, let it rain, Spirit, let it rain. Time to give rather than take. Maybe you can give to those who are in need now. Love that. All right, Spirit, can we get an animal spirit guide for Up in the Ether for group number 2 or pile number 2? Vulture spirit on the bottom of the deck, nothing is wasted. Wow, you are going into manage mode here. Manage mode, like Doge in the US here. Let's see. What kind of animal spirit guide is Up in the Ether for group number 2, pile number 2? Cat spirit, claim your independence, and rabbit spirit, now is a lucky time. My God, some kind of big stroke of luck coming in. Now is a lucky time. Your period of luck starts now here. Claim your independence. Look at this cat spirit. My goodness, the stroke of luck really gives you a sense of independence, like you're doing this on your own. You really have a sense of accomplishment here. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I love the cat spirit coming through, just kind of feisty and independent, not really needing anyone or anything. This is beautiful. Prosperity lies ahead, and the rabbit spirit, we're going to leave this vulture spirit, I guess. Nothing is wasted. Cutting the fat here. Cutting the fat out. Wow, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Group number 2, what is going on here? You are in for a huge, huge stroke of luck. Wow. All right, let's take a look. Osho ZEN-TAROT. Master Osho, do you have any advice for Up in the Ether for group number 2? What is going on with group number 2 here with the stroke of luck? Wow. Transformation. It brings in a massive transformation for you. Your life is about to change. Group number 2, your whole life is about to change. You're really leaving nothing of your old self behind here. You're just kind of going through this ego death. You're letting things just go away. It's not affecting you like it used to affect you, to say goodbye or to let things go or to really give it all away. It's like you're giving it all to Goodwill, or you're giving it all to friends and family here. It's like you're moving and you can only take, you're moving, you're downsizing. And so you can only take a very few things. You're being very, very decisive of what belongs in your life, what can come here. So a big purge, huge purging time for you. And it brings on this massive transformation to bring in everything you wanted. You had to make space. This is you making space here. This is more Virgo energy. So either you're a Virgo tuning in here, or you are cleaning house. You're cleaning house with your relationships. You're cleaning house with your bank account. You're cleaning house with your subscriptions. You're going through all of your expenses here. You're really, really fine-tuning the money here to make space for more, because now you're going to be managing a much bigger account here. There's some big money coming into you after this purging, this cleaning house, this I gotta cut the fat now before the big money comes in, or it's just going to all go right back out. It's just going to be this siphon coming in as fast, going out as fast as it's coming in. You've been there, you've done that. You're not doing that any longer. It's like you're breaking this pattern when it comes to money. Not being prepared for it. It's kind of like the lottery curse. You can win, millions of dollars and not be prepared for it, and you're spending it all on one house, right? It's just you're not prepared for it, but you are getting yourself ready for this huge abundance coming into you. All right, let's take a look at the Modern Witch Tarot cards. We're going to take a look at the mind space, the heart space, and the soul. What's going on in the daily, or the foundation for you. So let's take a look at the mind space for you. What's going on in the thoughts for group number 2? What is going on in the thoughts for group number 2? Group number 2. 7 of Wands. Look at you defending yourself. 5 of Wands. Absolutely defending yourself. You have drawn such clear boundaries here. There's just absolutely clear boundaries where there wasn't before. Look at the 5 of Wands. Everybody's in on the fight, competition. It's not really wartime, but it's a lot of battling, a lot of arguing, a lot of back and forth of who deserves what and who should get what here, where you're just on your own. You're really, you split off from the pack, split off from the competition. I'm going to go my own way. I'm going to see what happens here. It just really transformed you to step out of the competition, to step out of the fight for it. It's just, that's going to keep people fighting for it. It's just really, it's like throwing a handful of coins in the middle of some very, very hungry people that are you're just in the fight up for it. You're just in it, and now you just stepped aside. It's just like, you know what? Why am I down there in the basement trying to get the crumbs from the people upstairs when I can just simply walk upstairs? I can remove myself from the basement here. I'm not trapped. I only am in my own mind space here, feeling like I can't get ahead. I can't get by here. You just stepped out. You cleaned up the basement here so that you could make room for more. That's what it's all about. It's like being happy where you are. It's moving out. It's starting out in an apartment, this very, very small apartment that's dingy and dirty and dusty and no room for anything. And you got all your crap from childhood in there, and it's just taking up room. And then one day you're like, you know what? I'm going to be happy here. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to purge all of this stuff that's from my childhood, reminding me all those memories are in my heart. I'm going to purge it all out. I'm going to put the plants in. I'm going to bring life into this apartment. I'm going to bring light into this apartment. I'm going to draw back the curtains and expose the dust, expose the shadows. What do I need to clean up here? It made room for so much more. It was metaphorical. You were cleaning up your life, cleaning up your relationships, cleaning up the things that were hidden in the shadows there. So absolutely beautiful time of cleanup for you. All right, what is the challenge in the mind space for group number 2? What's the challenge? What's the challenging thought for group number 2? Two of Pentacles, you've been juggling finances for sure. And the King of Swords comes out in reverse here. Somebody kind of standing in your way. This air sign, it doesn't have to be an air sign, but energy, usually very logical, usually very, can be kind of cutting. Words can be very cutting from this individual here. Kept you in the Two of Pentacles, kept you juggling for money, kept you fighting for the promotion that you didn't want in the first place, or the raise that you didn't want in the first place, because you wanted to go work at the other company that treated you like a human, not like cattle, not like a number here. So yeah, you just stepped aside. You just stepped around this King of Swords to get what you want here. You stepped out of the boat, out of the water that they were having you tread over and over again on this treadmill, trying to run for the carrot that never existed in the first place. And you stepped out of it. You stepped aside. It's like, I'm not playing by your rules any longer, Mr. King of Swords in reverse. I love this. I love this claiming of what you want, what you're worth, what you are willing to put up with. That's where these very, very healthy boundaries came in for you to come in with this big, big win. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah. King of Swords, you can't mess with the Virgo energy. Love that. All right, what's in the heart space here? What's in the heart space? What are you feeling right now? Group number 2, what are you feeling right now? King of Wands. Look at this fiery Leo stepping up. God, do I love this. I love this, following your heart, following your intuition, following your passions, ruling with a kind heart, not with the words here. You know, words can be weaponized, and the King of Swords in reverse absolutely knows how to weaponize words, how to use them against you, how to use your own words against you. King of Wands is all about the love, all about the feeling, all about the passion. Going with your gut, encouraging you to go with your gut. So yeah, maybe this is you. Maybe this is you really encouraging yourself. Go with your gut, go with your instincts. I don't want to play this game any longer. I'm so tired of defending myself and defending the reasons why I deserve something. I'm just going to move into, yeah, I deserve it. I deserve it because I cleaned up. I cleaned my life up. I cleaned my relationships up. I cleaned my space up. God, that's beautiful. That is beautiful for the King of Wands to come in the upright here in the heart space. Group number 2. There's a big win. Oh God, there's a huge victory. It warms up your heart. It warms everything up around you. It's just, here comes the sun for you where there has been battle. Oh, look at the Tower. Where there has been battle, where you have literally flung yourself out of buildings for others here, just making sure they stayed on top, they stayed boss, they stayed in control here. You were just feeling like a flying monkey, and you flew in a different direction. As the whole pack was going one way, you went another. There's the moon. Look at that in the Hermit. The Hermit has come through so many times here. So wow, there's that Virgo. There must be a Virgo tuning in, but I love this jumping ship. It's like, why do I always get on the sinking ship instead of going down with the captain? Why am I pledging my allegiance to someone who really, really doesn't care about me, only cares about themselves? I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to treat myself accordingly here and what I deserve. And I don't deserve to go down with the ship. I'm going to jump ship. I'm going to jump out. I'm going to jump into a new direction, new job, new relationship, new me. And I'm going to get everything I want. It turns your luck around. It's like you making your own luck here, group number 2. And you're doing it by cleaning up, by cleaning out the messy relationships, cleaning out the messy closets here. Go through your closets, go through the underbelly of your life here and clean it up. Clean out the toxicities, clean out the poisons, clean out the self-doubt, the insecurities, the not wanting to make a decision on the fence all the time with the Two of Pentacles. Should I stay? Should I go? That is a decision itself, to just stay in decision mode. You're no longer doing that. It's like, yeah, I gotta go. Got to go with the Seven of Wands coming out, and then the Five of Wands. Just, you're escaping the battle and escaping the competition. You're quitting when this King of Swords was trying to hold your job over your head for so long, and you're just like, yeah, I quit. I quit. It's just jaw-dropping. It's just, wow, you're giving up the chance to become a bigger person in this company, and you just know, it's never going to happen. That is a lie that the devil is telling me. And I'm jumping ship. You're jumping out of that burning building. It's a sinking ship, and you are not going to stay and go down with the ship. It's not your ship. It's not your ship. You're just realizing this, that you are the captain of your own ship. That's what Virgo energy is all about, being the captain of your own ship, being the steward of your own life here, allowing relationships in and kicking them back out here. Beautiful. Beautiful. This is a huge transformation for you. The moon has a lot to do with this. The moon energy, of course it does, because we had that full moon in Pisces that was very intense. It was a lunar eclipse, full moon in Pisces. Now we have the solar eclipse, the new moon in Aries here. All that fire energy. King of Wands can also be Aries energy as well. But yeah, it's just I'm so happy to feel this energy release. It just kept me in that mousetrap mode too. I was just terrified of feeling the shifting sands of the energy, not knowing what's it leading to, where are we going, what's happening here. And yeah. And putting money before life here. I think that's why I kind of was kicking myself for even bringing up Doge, right, in the US. It's very controversial. It's very triggering for people to see people losing their jobs, people losing their livelihood, and then the celebration of that because it's saving money. And it's like, yeah, what is money? What is money compared to livelihood and family and nourishment and nourishing the soul? And, it's just very contradictory energy right now. So that is what we are moving out of. It's just much more equalization of the energy, and much more that everybody, there's enough to go around, that we can all feel very rich and very abundant within our own little lives here. And so it's time to go inward. It's time to really clean house in your own little life here. There's so many things we can't control. And this is a worldwide problem. This is not just a problem going on in the United States of America. This is a worldwide power grab happening here. A power grab, a money grab, a money grab. And we can either get involved in it and try to grab the money, grab the crumbs that are being dispelled out of the fight, right? It's like everyone's fighting for their share, and then these crumbs are being thrown out of the fight here, and I'm willing to grab that. Or I'm going to go to my own island. I'm going to go to my own island. I'm going to make my own rules. I'm going to live off the land. I'm going to go off grid. I'm going to really, really get in touch with my spiritual self now. I'm going to really get in touch with what is important to me. Is it money? Is it the power grab? Or is abundance exactly what I need when I need it at the time that I need it? That is the definition of abundance. So you're moving into a whole new game. You're playing a whole different game now, and that changes everything. The players that are still going on in the background are in awe of you jumping ship. It's like, yeah, but what are you going to do? What are you going to live on? And you're like, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, because it's not a dirty house. It's not a dirty way to get it. It's not picking up the crumbs, somebody else's leftovers for me to, revel at, be appreciative of? No, I deserve the pie. I deserve a piece of the pie here. Beautiful, because that's exactly what you're getting. A big piece of the pie that you deserve. So beautiful. Whew. All right. Really claiming what is yours. But with this tower coming out, it's just, you got to change everything. You got to change the way you feel about money. You got to change the way you feel about what you deserve and how worthy you are to ascend up to get what's yours here, because prosperity lies ahead for you, group number 2. You got to claim it, though. You got to be like the cat. The cat doesn't ask for permission. The cat just is. It is. It's in the in-between, doesn't care. I'm going to go visit spirit. Nope, I'm going to go back to my earthly angels today. It just doesn't care. Doesn't care. Just moving through life really, really in its own authentic light here. Just moving through, knowing it belongs in every room it enters, right? The cat knows. You're claiming your independence here. Getting out of the 8 of Swords, out of the mentals, out of the prison that you have put yourself in because you felt like you weren't worthy, or you had to win the fight, win at all costs. We've been in this war mentality, this win at all costs. I don't care what it takes. I got to win. You're forgetting everyone forgot what they were fighting for in the first place. Absolutely forgot what they were fighting for in the first place, and it was just their fair share. It's just their own little space to live a happy life, right? So beautiful, beautiful. Changes everything, this change of perspective. Changes everything for you. It absolutely gets you off the fence of should I stay or should I go? I mean, you're going, you are jumping. You're just literally Leroy Jenkins out of the window here. You're just gone. Just gone. You were a distant memory now for the people who are still fighting for what they think is theirs, not realizing that what's theirs is not there. It's not there. Those are just the crumbs. What is in the foundation? What is in the everyday life for group number 2 here? What is going on? 4 of Wands and 4 of Swords. Look at this rest after the battle here, the celebration that the battle is even over. You're walking up to the altar now, committing to a new life, committing to a new you, and taking that much needed break. It was exhausting. It was exhausting dealing with the competition, dealing with the others here, everyone trying to scrap and fight for what they need, what they think they need, and forgetting that what they needed was just to be loved, to be accepted, to feel what it's like to belong to a community that's not going to let you starve, that's not going to let you be homeless, it's not going to let you be in fear here. So absolutely, absolutely take that rest that you need. It's been a horrible battle. It's been really, really a battle for you. And it was not easy to jump away from everything that was familiar here, but it was killing you. It really, really was. It was just killing your soul here. So rest. I mean, the 4 of Swords comes after the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak, the shock and awe, the realization that people aren't who they said they were. They were saying who they were, not showing who they were here. King of Wands is showing you who they are. They're showing you what it's all about here, showing you the victory. So you jump and ship to get it. It's just, you don't know what's ahead, but you don't care. Like the cat, you're just going to enter in that next era and you're going to see what comes to you. Very, very much a hermit now. Very, very much private. You keep to yourself. You don't share a whole lot, but you will. When you're feeling much more abundant, because right now you're in survival mode and it's very, very hard to give to others. Like this new moon in Virgo is saying, a time to give rather than take. It's so hard to do that when you're in survival mode. You're just clutching the purse strings, right? It's just like, this is all I have, you know, whatever that is. It's just you're clutching. We all do this. We all feel this fear that we're going to be left behind, that we're going to be abandoned, we're going to be rejected, we're going to be starving, we're going to be all alone. And it's just this innate fear they've pushed on us. The whole world has pushed this on us, this division, this you're not like the others, or step aside. It's just this ego trip. Good God. All right, I'm off on my tangent. I'm done. You're resting from this. You're resting from this war mentality, from this win at all cost here. Once you get that rest, because you've been cleaning house, you've been cleaning relationships, you've been taking that deep dive into your life, looking behind the corners, behind the shadows, lots of tower moments, lots of shock and awe, lots of fear being thrown at you. What are you going to do, right? If you leave this situation, if you leave that partnership, if you leave that job, you're going to be all alone. Nobody's going to love you. Nobody's going to care about you, right? It's just all this negative self-talk. It turns into independence. It turns into, yeah, but I'm better off free. It's better than that. It's better than this King of Swords in reverse, trying to deflect on me, trying to project on me, trying to blame everything on me. It's better than that narcissistic energy that I was stuck in, trying to fight for what I thought I deserved here. So yeah, you're just in rest mode. Group number 2, get the rest right now, because you're about to step into a huge lucky period. Everything's going to start turning around for you. Everything's going to start feeling easier and lighter. I'm sorry, I know that shuffling's loud. 6 of Pentacles. Look at this reciprocity coming to you. What was taken is now returned to you. Yes, yes, yes. And I think a lot of that is your dignity. A lot of that is your character. And what you're willing to put up with. You've drawn this very, very clear boundary of what you're willing to put up with, what you want in your life and what you don't want in your life here. Opens the door to so much prosperity, such a big, big victory for you. 4 of Wands is celebration. 11-11, you see in the sticks there, in the altar there, 11-11, victory, victory, and the angels are with you here. The angels are celebrating this victory because they know what you had to sacrifice. They know what you had to give up. You had to give up the fight. You had to give it up. So hard to do because you think you've been fighting so long for what's yours. You've been fighting so hard to survive. It's so hard to just give up and say, okay, I don't care. I don't care. I'm throwing up the white flag. I'm severing the tie to poverty. That's what you're doing right now. You're severing that tie to the poverty mentality, to what you deserve here. That's a huge transformation. Huge. and everything's returned to you. Just rest. I know you're probably sleeping a lot. You're probably really draggy. You're feeling like it doesn't matter. You're in this kind of apathetic mode right now because you've been through this tower moment in your heart. You moved into the hermit here, really private, really pulled all your energy in to clean that house, to clean those closets, to clean the inner workings of your world. And now you're going external here, and it is huge. When you go external, when you show the world what you've done, what you walked away from, what you've sacrificed, it's like the prince walking away from the kingdom and then walking into their own kingdom where they get to make the rules. They get to make this is their game. This is your game now. So you get to make the rules. And everybody in your world, everybody is equal. Everybody gets to share. Everybody gets to eat and live and thrive under your rule. It's just really like King Arthur, versus Henry. I don't know. I don't know much about my kings. 3 of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. Spirit, what is your advice for this huge, huge return to group number 2? This is a big return. This is you jumping ship, you sacrificing, like a family holding a will and inheritance over your head, but you got to follow the rules. You got to have a job by the time you're this age, and you got to be married, and you got to have a family, and then you'll get the riches, and then you'll get the abundance, and you just like, yeah, screw it. I'm going on my own. I'm going on my own independence. If that makes me poor, broke, starving, so be it. At least it's my doing. At least it's my doing. I'm not going to fight for this kingdom when it's not my kingdom in the first place. I don't really care. So yeah, you're going off to make your own kingdom. You're not going to follow their rules any longer here. So what's your advice, Spirit? What is your advice? Group number 2, what is your advice? Page of Swords comes out in reverse. It kind of thwarts something. So people are trying, these people who you left behind. It could be a family, it could be a workplace here, but you've left, you've sacrificed what you thought, where you wanted to be, where you thought you wanted to be. You sacrificed that. You went private. You went on silent mode. I'm picturing like Instagram where you vanish, right? You go on vanish mode. You went off social media. You went off. You became very, very private in your own life, very hermit. And they tried to look in. They tried to see where you're working now, who you're with now, who you're dating, who you're putting your resume out to. They tried to, but that you thwarted it by going off all of the social media, all of the ways that they could tune in on you or check in on you. That was the boundary making. That was the absolute boundary making, the cleaning house from letting those people in on your life any longer, because then they would want to put in their 2 cents and their advice and how they think you should do it, right? You just cut it out. You cut it out. This reciprocity is yours. Something big, big returning to you. Huge, huge lucky time for you with prosperity lies ahead, and the rabbit spirit here. Now is a lucky time and prosperity lies ahead for you. But you've got to clean house. You cannot keep fighting. You cannot keep tripping over dollars for pennies. And I feel that's what you've been doing. Somebody promised you something bigger over here, and there were so many opportunities here, but you were tripping over the dollars to get to the pennies, to get to the lie here. You became aware, you became open to receiving spiritual messages about that win at all cost mentality, that stand on others' shoulders to succeed here, to thrive here. You became aware of that. And the unconscious hates to become conscious, right? Because you see what you got to give up. You see that's not for you. And so it's a very big decision to make, a very personal decision of what you're about. The salt of the earth here is stepping up here and saying, no, it's not worth it. Some things cost too much to be free here. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful understanding, a reckoning when it comes to what your worthiness is, what your value is, what your worth is here. Absolutely beautiful. Just, I'm not taking any less. I'm not taking any less. I'm not taking one dime less. It's like you're walking into that next interview and they're saying, we'll give you, 100,000 a year. You're like, no, I want 200. I'm not taking a dime less. And they're like, sold. It just really, you're claiming what you're worth here. It's just, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm not taking minimum wage because that's what you think I'm worth. I'm not doing that any longer. Opens up this wealth that you didn't know you had access to. This generational wealth that belongs to you and not someone else, not your father, not your mother, not your siblings, your own generational wealth created here because you walked away from the family wealth that you were just getting such a small percentage of in the first place. It was just to keep you in line, just to keep you following their rules, just to keep you their flying monkey here. So you walked away. On the bottom of the deck, look at this with the 9 of Cups, the huge victory. Huge victory for you. Big, big win. Right into the Nine of Cups. Huge victory. Look at the nines, the ending. The Hermit is the number 9 here. The Nine of Cups, the 9 in aloneness here. Nines are all about ending. If you've had a big ending in your life, it's happened in a 9-year, a 9-day. I mean, not every 9-year. If you count up your birthday plus the year that it is now, and you end up in a 9-year, you're going to have a lot of endings here. But not all 9 years are big endings, but all big endings are in 9 years. I have learned that through numerology, which I love. All right, group number 2. I think I got to leave it here. If you'd like a personal reading from me, I am open for those. I'll leave my email address in the description box below. Just send me an email. We can talk about that. I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons. If you haven't subscribed to my channel already, I hope that you do. I do free zodiac readings. Your sign will come up about every couple weeks. Yeah, so I think I'll leave it here. Group number 2, thanks so much for stopping by. Sending you all my love and light, and I will definitely tune in with you soon. Hello to everyone who chose pile number 3 or deck number 3, my Lightseer's Tarot deck, one of my favorite decks. I use this deck a lot when I'm doing my zodiac reading. So let's get into your reading. I am feeling big, big transformations with this new moon in Aries after this partial solar eclipse that we had this morning. I'm recording this on March 29th. And so, yeah, we've been coming through some big energy with this last full moon in Pisces. Transforming a lot, looking at a lot. So a lot of memories coming into focus, a lot of things you've had to go through coming into focus so that you can process it, so that you can grieve through it, so that you can really get rid of it, really get rid of it, process it. So let's see what kind of moon oracle card is up in the ether for you, group number 3. So Spirit, tell me about group number 3. What kind of moon oracle is up in the ether for group number 3? Work through your fears, exactly what we were talking about, the new moon in Scorpio here. So yeah, your biggest fears coming into focus here, coming in to remind you that they're still here. It still needs to be looked at. Maybe the fear of rejection, or the fear of abandonment, or the fear of poverty, or just big fears, big life fears coming into focus here and kind of tickling that fear bone of yours. On the bottom of the deck, the answers you need are coming. Look at this. I love this, the full moon in Gemini. Oh, my doggy is backward sneezing. Right? Maybe that's his fear to look at. What's this trying to be seen here? Bring love into the situation, the new moon in Aquarius. Okay, so infuse it with love. Infuse all of your fears with love. That is the answer. All right, group number 3. Let's get you an animal oracle guide for up in the ether. Spirit, what kind of animal, Spirit, from the animal kingdom is with group number 3 right now? What kind of animal oracle is up in the ether for group number 3? The skunk spirit, this came out, I think. Oh, let me check on my doggy so you can hear me. Hold on. Okay, the skunk spirit, know your worth. This came out, I think, in the second reading. Know your worth here. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. This is all about your worthiness, all about what you deserve, all about healthy boundaries here. And the armadillo spirit set healthy boundaries. Again, I think this card came out in the second reading here. So setting healthy boundaries, putting up that line, putting up that wall you shall not cross here. The number 3 with the armadillo spirit and the number 54 with the skunk spirit. 54 breaks down to a 9. So big changes when it comes to your worth and your value and self-sacrifice. I feel like you've really been doing a lot of sacrificing, trying to get that value you need, get that worthiness that you need from the external here. And Spirit is saying this has got to go internal. This has got to come from you, from us here. So beautiful, beautiful. I think that's a real fear of yours. The insecurity sneaking up here and reminding you maybe you're not as good as you think you are, right? The chameleon spirit, act as if. Look at this. This is kind of a fake it till you make it kind of spirit coming through here, right? The chameleon, kind of change, kind of conform who you are, who you want to be the miracle today that you want to see tomorrow here. Beautiful, beautiful chameleon spirit coming in here. Okay, another distraction. I've had to pause this video twice, so maybe a lot of distractions coming in for you, a lot of things pulling you from where you want to be or where you want to go here, and then they kind of can convince you to do otherwise, or to convince you to go with them here. And I think that's where this chameleon spirit's coming in for me. It's not I never was a fan of the term fake it to make it, because always you're going to be revealed, and then you're going to feel like an imposter if you don't know what you're talking about going into something. If you lie on your resume, now you have to really be that person who knows what that thing is that you put on there that you know. And so it just comes into this imposter syndrome. It comes into these big fears of being found out here. So the fake it to make it energy, I was never ever a fan of. I was always learn it to earn it, so that you know what you're talking about, so you can feel very secure with yourself, very wise with your words. But if you don't know, you don't know, and it's okay to say I don't know, instead of trying to insert yourself into things that you're really not sure about, because it makes us feel inferior. It makes us feel not good enough because we haven't studied that, we haven't learned that. So that's what's coming through for me right now so far in the midst of all these distractions I've had. Okay, let's see what kind of Osho ZEN-TAROT advice is up in the ether. What kind of advice from the Master Osho for up in the ether? What kind of advice, Spirit? What kind of advice from Master Osho? Again, look at this. It's like wanting to come and then flies back into the deck. Flowering and past lives. Look at this. You've been tied to this, karmically tied to this pattern of morphing who you are to fit in, to be among the zombies here, right? Have you ever seen those shows like Walking Dead, where they have to put the stink of the, I'm thinking stink with the skunk spirit, they have to put the stink of the zombies on them to walk with them. They have to be them. They have to remove their emotions or feelings because the zombies can sense that, right? So I feel like that's what you've been doing. You've just been kind of incognito, walking amongst the others, but not really wanting what they want or going where they're going. You're just kind of following along because you don't know what else to do. You don't want to jump ship and have all these people turn on you. We're in a world of division here. So if you stand out or you have an opinion that might differ from the others around you, feeling very much, torch group think mentality where all heads turn toward you. It's like, what did you say? It doesn't matter really. You can't even predict what's going to trigger people anymore. So that's a pattern we've all been going through generation after generation of just kind of walking amongst the zombies, being one of them, to not stand out, to not fight for what we think is ours or what we think the truth is. That's gone on through the ages of history. I mean, look at the story of Jesus, right? It's just walking in your light, walking in your truth. Jesus wasn't a magical doctor. He wasn't a physician, but he saw people as healthy. He saw people as whole. He didn't see the leprosy and that cured the leprosy, right? He saw the inner soul. He saw the light within each and every one of us here. So that's what's happening. You're just really walking with the light right now, really walking with the truth right now, and letting others kind of be in shock and awe about who you are, but you're coming out. You're coming out of the closet. You're coming out of the darkness here. And that's really been a fear of yours. It's been a fear to be vulnerable. It's been a fear to be who you are in front of the others here, for fear of judgment. But that's been a pattern going on with all of us for a very, very long time. So you are blossoming out of that, flowering out of that need to conform, to fit in, to be accepted here. So letting that go. Look at this. God, it's so hard to say goodbye. It's so hard to say goodbye to the older versions of us when we go through these big transformations. And whenever you're looking at fears, whenever you're in the most uncomfortable, you're in the midst of a transformation. So really just hold on. It's meant to push you into the transformation here, these uncomfortable moments here, these moments of sorrow, these moments of letting go of the familiar. And that can be a pattern. That can be a cycle. It's hard to say goodbye to the old versions of us. It's like when somebody passes away and you're mourning them and you're grieving their presence on this earth, and what you're really grieving is who you were, the version of yourself when you were with them, right? The way you could be only you like that with them, right? You're just grieving that version of yourself. You can't be that way with anyone else because it was with that person that you could be that with. So you're grieving, you're saying goodbye to this old version of yourself, but you're moving into a brand new you, a brand new version. So let's see what you are flowering into, what you are blossoming into here, group number 3. Beautiful, beautiful, walking into it as if. I like that, act as if. All right, group number 3, let's clear the energy a little bit here. Let's take a look at the mind space, the heart space, and the soul, the everyday life for you. Let's take a look at the thoughts first. What's going on in the mind space for group number 3, Spirit? What does group number 3 want to talk about? What does group number 3 want to talk about? Oh, look at this. The Hanged Man comes in reverse, and the 8 of Cups comes in reverse here. Very, very long wait is over. Enlightenment is yours, right? You've seen the light and you can't shun it again. It's like once you see it, you see it. You can't convince the unconscious that it's the conscious that it's unconscious any longer. Once you've let Pandora's box open, it's open. The light is going to shine fully, and that's what's happening. Your third eye very, very much opening up, this higher vision, this higher feeling, being pulled toward the light now, just really being pulled toward enlightenment now. 8 of Cups, you've had a hard time walking away, a hard time saying goodbye to all the familiars, to those things that kept your heart feeling warm and cozy and comfortable here. It's really hard to walk away from what's comfortable. But in that underlying belly of yours, there's been this discomfort, this sorrow, this knowing things could be different, this hiding away from your fears, not wanting to look at them, not wanting to address them here, because that means you got to grieve, you got to look, you got to face it head on. It's never easy. God, it's never easy, but had a really hard time walking away from the familiar. And that goes back through the ancestral line here. So don't beat yourself up if you've taken a lifetime to realize this. It's never too late, right? That is one great thing about life. It's never too late. You could be 90 and have your awakening here. And you know, it happens. It happens all the time. It's just like, well, thank God it happened this lifetime. I love that. I love that. That's what's happening with you. You're really giving up the familiar here, the hell you know for some unknown. So beautiful, beautiful you. Just keep walking toward that light. Keep walking toward the future here. There is a future here where it just didn't seem like it. It just felt like you had to stay among those zombies forever here. So you were content with that. You were okay with that. But Spirit is not going to let you be content here. They're going to want you to thrive here. Thrive among the chaos. Really dance in the rain is the message here. So what is the challenge in the thought space now? What is the challenge in the thoughts for group number 3? 3 of Cups. Look at that. Reconnection, re-plugging back in. The King of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles coming out in reverse here. Oh, somebody just withholding from you. Somebody really, really withholding, not kind of letting you walk away, just really holding something over your head here. Some kind of guilt or shame, some kind of yeah, just really, really making it hard for you to walk away. It was not easy. This is one of the hardest things you've ever done. Really, you had to break a chain. You had to break a cycle. It's like, you know, these people that have grown up in very, very narcissistic households, really abusive narcissists raising children here. And so that you fall into this pattern of needing to have control in the uncontrollable, right? Controlling what you can in a situation in life here. So you fall into that pattern of having to control things because you felt so out of control when you were younger here. So, you know, the narcissist falls into a narcissistic pattern, but it can be broken. It can be broken when you're willing to look at yourself, when you're willing to look at your biggest fear, when you're willing to look at what can you say goodbye to, what can you let go of? Is it the anger? Is it the rage? Is it the resentment that you didn't have the childhood you thought you should have had? Okay, let go of that. Goodbye to that. It really, really frees up the need to get the approval of others here, because the King of Cups and Ace of Pentacles says that somebody's been holding back, somebody's been withholding from you what you deserve. What you deserve, absolutely what you deserve. And it's been hard for you to walk away from that. It's been really hard because you know you deserve it. You know you do, or you wouldn't be this miserable. You wouldn't be filled with this kind of sorrow. And look at this with nothingness under that here. But yeah, and mind, you wouldn't be filled with this kind of uncomfortableness if it wasn't true, if you didn't deserve it here. Your higher self knows, your guidance system knows you deserve this, but you got to walk away from it. You got to let it go. You got to sacrifice it. You got to sacrifice it. And that means sacrificing what you know to be true, that pattern, that cycle that feels so comfortable here. You got to let it go. You got to jump out of the zombie line here, because you can't just keep going blank and escaping it. You cannot just keep escaping it. Sooner or later, you got to look at it. And now is the time. Now is the time with these big transformational energy. The stars have aligned for you to look at this fear of yours. And the fear is jumping away from the pack, jumping away from the familiar, jumping away from the cultural confinements, the tradition in your life here, jumping away from it, starting something new, and not allowing anyone to hold your happiness from you. It was always yours. It was always yours to have. Of course you deserved it, but you had to give it to yourself. It can't come from the externals. It just can't. It's like being born into a very, very wealthy family and then trying to claim that you did it yourself. You know, you see these in actors, or they call them Nepo babies. You know, you're never going to get the credit you deserve if it came somehow, some way down the line, right? It's just that it's just not going to be easy for you to claim it. So you can't. You're stepping out of that promise that this is yours, that legacy, that inheritance, that promise to you. You're stepping out because it's never going to be yours. You're never going to be able to claim it as yours, and that's going to make you sorrowful the rest of your life. So yeah, stepping out of the familiar here. 4 of Cups on the bottom of the deck. God, it's just not easy. 5 of Swords, and I see that 3 of Swords. There's the 9 of Swords, 3 of Swords. It's not easy. It's so not easy to take off all the masks. To take off all the masks, to strip yourself down to the nakedness that we are. Oh God. But you're doing it. You're doing it because it's not worth it. Your character, your dignity, your knowing who you are, it's just not worth it. It's not worth it to keep waiting for this King of Cups to come forward to prove it to you that you are worth it. It's just never going to happen. Okay, let's take a look at the heart space. Boy, this enlightenment, this awakening of yours is absolutely beautiful. All right, let's take a look at the heart space. What are you feeling right now? Group number 3, what are you feeling? What are you feeling in the heart space? What are you feeling? Knight of Wands, there's that fire warming up that icy heart of yours, 1111. You've been really very much on guard, very protective, very much wanting to claim what's yours. If it wasn't going to be given to you, you were going to take it, right? You just went into this rage, into this moment of, I am going to get what I deserve. And it just made you feel empty. It made you feel hollow and shallow. Even if you won, it was such a shallow victory. These shallow victories, you were so done with it. Again, it's because of the family line. I'm thinking of a celebrity again. I'm thinking of a celebrity and the Nepo baby and the son trying to claim, I'm good at this. I love this. This is a passion of mine. It wouldn't matter if my parent was a celebrity or not. And the whole world's going, well, it matters to me because I'm never going to be in your shoes. I'm never going to make that money. I'm never going to have that kind of fame. You had a door open. You had a shoe in. And so, yeah, it's just, but it's so unsavory because the person in that situation probably really truly does love their craft, is really good at it because it comes down the family line. They're very skilled at it. But in this world, it's just, a world of division, a world of the have and the have-nots. And so it just feels shallow. So you're doing something else. You're carving a new way. You're forging a new way. You're heading in a new direction here. Lights you up. It lights your soul up. I want to see where you're going with this in the heart space. 9 of Swords. There it is. It just, oh God, you're just feeling so stuck. 5 of Pentacles. But look at this. With the Fool, the do-over, the start over, the new craft, the new career, the stepping out of the sorrow. It's a choice. It's a choice. You're making a choice to step away, to step out of the pack, to step out of the line here, even though that line is leading to, nourishment. It's leading to maybe a paycheck. It's leading to a paycheck, but it's just so not worth it. You feel like you're selling your soul here, and you're no longer willing to do that. You're no longer willing to stink among the others just because they stink. It's like you're bringing on this new scent, this new smell, this new scrubbing clean of your life here, scrubbing clean of the feeling inferior, feeling not good enough, feeling unworthy here, having no boundaries, having people walk all over you because you're tolerating it, you're putting up with it because there's this promise in front of you, this empty promise this King of Cups is withholding from you, and has been withholding from you, and will always withhold from you. That's what's gone down the lines here. That's what's happened traditionally. And how many years are you willing to sacrifice here to keep waiting? You know, the nines are coming out here. The nines are showing up. Nines are all about really big endings. So you've got the Nine of Swords here twice. A big, big ending in the mental prison you have held yourself in. You've been walking among them. You've been smelling like them. You've been talking like them. You've been acting like you agree with them, when internally there's been this struggle. I don't agree. I don't see that. I don't feel that is true within me. But you haven't been voicing that. You haven't been opinionizing this, if that's a word, for fear of the retaliation. There's been a big, huge fear of retaliation going on here, and more withholding love, most importantly, if you don't conform, if you don't fall in line here. So you're stepping away from that. You're giving that up. You're giving up that false promise, that promise from the devil. You're giving it up. It's a big fear of yours because you're stepping into the unknown with the Fool energy here. But boy, does it light your heart up. Finally, it's this anger, it's this rage of wasted time of trying to get what was yours here. There's this rage that's warming up your heart. It's melting the ice around your heart here, and it's giving you a new sense of beginning and a future here where there was none. There was none. It was just, yeah, this was going to be my life. This was it. I'm going to walk amongst these zombies forever, even though I don't agree. And then you're just jumping out. You're just jumping ship here. Let's see about the daily. Let's see about the daily life with this chameleon who's been going through life, really putting on one hat, putting on another hat, putting on another hat. Every room you enter, every conversation, every job, every partnership. And then sooner or later, you got to be you. You got to be you. And you are stepping into a brand new you. You're not really caring who agrees with you, who doesn't agree with you. You'll go to really, really far depths to stand in your light now. You're not willing to sacrifice who you are any longer to get by. You're not going to get by any longer here. You're going to thrive. You're going to thrive. You're going really, really from survive to thrive. All right, daily though. Let's look at the daily life. Oh my God. Look at this death and rebirth, this brand new beginning for you. Oh God, you're seeing everything differently. This is a brand new world. Brand new world. It's just those dark corners, those fears that people have been dangling in front of you, that it's end times, that it's over, don't bother, don't try, it's never going to happen, you give up. Your father was famous for this, your mother was famous for this, we're never going to recognize, it's just giving it up, you don't care, you do not care. It's absolutely a rebirth for you. In this lifetime, right? Some people actually get to live before they die here. You are jumping ship. Out of the familiar, out of the known. Look at this with the Seven of Cups and the Chariot wanting to be seen, and the Knight of Pentacles. Oh Lord, look at you going after your own dreams, your own goals here, your own desires here. 10 of Pentacles, your own family, your own family. I'm going to build my own legacy. I'm going to do this on my own. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't want it. I don't even care. By the time they come to you with this apology, they're going to be a big reckoning. There's a big recognition coming in their mind space of, why did I withhold? Why did I play so hard to get? Why did I dangle that carrot in front of them for so long? It's just this, this boss or this partner or this friend, you just really, really just coming to this reckoning that, wow, I should have treated you better. I should have given you flowers. I should have taken you dancing, right? I should have. There's just this, there's so much regret coming through here from the other side now, from the person who made you feel like you weren't quite good enough to grab this yet. If you could just change this about yourself, and if you could just change that about yourself, and you were changing like the chameleon, you were changing. It's like someone said, wow, if you could just convert to my religion, we would be the perfect pair, we would be that power couple, and you convert, but you never felt that. You never felt that religion. You felt the person, but you never felt that religion. It's just, you got to be you. Now you're screaming that religion is coming out of you. It is shining out. You can't be that zombie among the crowd any longer. It's over. It's over. Your time of incognito, your time of anonymity. Screw it. You know what I'm talking about. Anonymous. It's over. It's over. You are coming out and you are shining so brightly. You are this beacon in the world to be who you are, to stand in your own light, no matter what your ancestors did, no matter what your family did. And it brings everything together. It's just this huge clicking into place for you. The wheel of time just really, yes, you know, you figured it out. You figured it out. You got to stop people pleasing. You got to stop changing to make the others happy. You got to stand in your happiness. Show them who you are. And who you are is to thrive, right? This is all about thriving. Look at death and rebirth, the Chariot, number 7, and number 10, the 10 of Pentacles here. The dreams come true, the happily ever after for you, and it's not anything what was promised to you. Nothing of these chameleon lives you've been living, this in and out of relationships, out of jobs, out of families, because just wasn't quite right? It just, if you could just change this, or you could just change that, somebody trying to mold you into who would be the perfect person for them. And that never works either. Never works, because you're never going to find it. It's like the plastic surgery you can't give up, the quest for youth that's never good enough. You're always looking in the mirror and you're always seeing the age. You're always seeing the true age that you are, no matter what you do. No matter what you do, you're going to see yourself for who you really are in the mirror here. So that illusion is just being shattered, that somebody else can hand you your happiness. It's just shattered illusions. Just, you never had it. It was never in your control in the first place. And I'm taking control back, but absolutely, you are moving forward with the Chariot here. Moving forward. Just, wow, timeline change. Really, I see it in card readings and stuff, but you see the change here from the sorrow to the, that's my wing. That sorrow, that grief, that saying goodbye was the gas beneath me, right? Like the hot air balloon rising up from the grief. It's just, wow, I didn't know I could rise. I didn't know the depths of grief would have me rising so quickly. It's like the stock market, the big crash, and then the recovery, right? The rising up, it can come, it has so much further to go now. Where before it was too high. It was too high. Everything was highs. Everything was everyone was walking in the same line here. And now it's just, wow, big, huge transformation from zero to hero here, and on your own merits, on your own job, your own well done, that you can claim, that you're not feeling like an imposter, you're not feeling like a fraud in your own life, you're not feeling like you're speaking about things you don't really know about. It's like, yeah, if someone asks you about, if someone asked me about astrology, I have no idea. I know Taurus, I know I know my moon sign, but I'm not going to fake it. I'm not going to be like, oh, Jupiter's in Uranus now, I'm not going to sound like an idiot, because I want to sound like I'm wise, right? I'm not going to forsake that of myself here. So yeah, beautiful, beautiful. Group number 3. This is absolutely a gorgeous reading, a beautiful transformation, a letting go of the ties to the familiar, to the patterns, to the cycles that our ancestors have walked, from the times of Jesus here. So that we know about, that's been really, really documented. So yeah, you walk your own line, you walk your own life, you make your own decisions, you claim your own victories, you succeed and you fail and you thrive on your own merits, on your own character here, on your own spiritual team here that is always having your back here. And you are so, so very protected with the 9 of Wands. Again, a 9. And 9s are all about endings, all about endings. Every big ending I've had has happened on a 9-year, a 9-day. It's just the numerology of the number 9. Not all 9s are ending years, right? Not all big endings, but all big endings are in some kind of 9 configuration here. So you're saying goodbye to the old you, letting that ego die, that promise that you're going to be somebody someday if you just follow the rules, if you follow in line, if you step in line, if you conform. There's going to be a big payoff, and you're forsaking that big payoff for the payoff of today, for being really who you are, standing in your true light no matter the consequences. Just really so beautiful. I love it. I love this authenticity of you, this person who is tuning in. If you've listened this far, I'm talking about you. I love your authenticity. I love your energy, and I am celebrating you. So this is a huge, huge victory for you. A big letting go of the past here, and into a brand new beginning with this Fool in your heart. Can't wait to see where you're going with that. Oh, what a pleasure to read for you, group number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in, lending me your energy to read here. It's just such an honor. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I hope that you do. I do zodiac readings, free zodiac readings. Your sign will come up every couple of weeks. If you like this reading, don't forget to hit the like and the share button. And yeah, subscribe if you haven't. All right, group number 3, thanks so much for stopping by. I am sending you all my love and light, and I'll tune into your energy soon.